welcome back to Nintagious. We're gonna play a little bit more 20 Minutes Till Dawn. It's been about a week since I want to say it's been about 2 weeks since I've played any of this. It's been a week since I edited all of the episodes, but I think it was a little bit before that since the last time I've played. I'm having a good time with this game, but the inevitable difficulty, as many of you know, is I just have such a list of games I want to play that inevitably I'm going to find myself shelving this to play other stuff. And I may return to it if there's some updates that really tickle my fancy, and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks cool, let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump right in, by the way. Yeah, it only goes up to 3. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. But anyway, I wanted to give this more of a proper finale, was the thing. Because I think the last episode was basically just like, yeah, we'll be back soon, and we'll keep playing it. And I didn't want to just leave it on that. I know that a lot of content creators potentially have that problem. Some of them acknowledge it, and they hate that they do it, and some of them don't care, I'm sure. But, I don't like the idea of leaving a playthrough as just like, oh yeah, we'll come back, and then there's potentially, like, even if there's, like, 3 people who are just like, man, I hope he comes back to 20 Minutes Till Dawn at some point. I feel bad about it, you know? Kitty, really? You were napping peacefully in the corner, and I turned the camera on, and you were just like, I gotta come say hi? You are something else. Let me go ahead and take the lightning. So I wanted to give it a more proper finale before just dropping it. I didn't want anyone to have to find out, oh yeah, I'm not going to be making any more episodes for now by watching other videos. You should be watching other videos. I'd love to have you there as well, but it always sucks, right? And I've watched, it's not like calling them out or anything, but I've definitely watched content creators who are like, I'll be watching something else and they'll be like, someone will ask, like, oh, when are you gonna play this again? And they'll be like, oh yeah, sorry about that, I'm not playing it anymore. I probably should have said something. So this is me saying something. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't the this episode is not the finale. At least that's not what I'm planning on. We'll see how rusty I am after not playing for a while. I am looking to do, I don't know, maybe 3 episodes in this recording session. I actually wanted to sit down and play some more Autonauts, but I kind of don't have, I have too much stuff that I have to do off camera before I'm ready to do that. And I wasn't in the mood to do that, I was in the mood to record. So I decided, hey, let's get back to 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Finally do the, my goal here for the finale is to get enough points to, this is just like, we're just getting points on this run. It doesn't even matter if we win, as long as we get enough points. I want to unlock Scarlet. She looks like the character that, if you're going to be using a fire build, which I want to do, that you probably want to be using her. So I'd like to unlock her and then try to get a win with her. And then we'll probably just go until I have a weird, admittedly, I have a weird OCD thing where I like to finish playthroughs on, like, even numbers, or, like, it's gonna bother me if we end the series on, like, episode 17. I don't think it's even gonna make it that far, but stuff like that definitely bothers me. So I think we're gonna I'm gonna take the bullet speed, because I remember that makes the bullets travel further. But my goal, this is episode 10, I believe. My goal is to end it on episode 12. Nice solid number, I think. Did you decide that you wanted out of the room the moment I started doing this? Is that what you're up to? Hold on, give me a second. Come on, kitty. Are you going or not? I have to close the door because I'm doing laundry, and I don't want the washer and dryer to be audible. No, you're just being needy. You're gonna have to wait. I was sitting here for like 4 hours after the stream, not doing anything, and you didn't want anything to do with me. Now that I'm busy, you're like, okay, I was playing Monster Hunter with Riley, but I was less busy than I am right now. Bullet speed and piercing, love it. So yes, you're adorable, but you're gonna have to wait. take rapid fire. What was I saying? So yeah, my goal is to get to episode 12, and then that will be the temporary finale. If they have an update for the game that really makes me go, oh man, I should play that again, then we'll come back and do some more. At the moment, they've been updating the game, but they're just kind of like adding new characters and weapons, and that doesn't particularly compel me, if I'm being honest. What I really want to see at the moment is I want to see the... I'll take fire rate, max ammo. I want to see the runs be different, I think is the thing for me. It's always the same boss. It's always the same run. And I'd like different stages, different enemies, different bosses. I think that's the thing that would make me say, like, oh yeah, we gotta play this again. But especially because I'm kind of building the same every time, it definitely feels like it's just kind of the same run over and over and over again. And it's like, it's a fun time, but I feel like continuing to make episodes of it might be, like, perhaps not the most interesting content I can make, is kind of what it comes down to. Especially when there's such a list of other games that I want to be playing. But I don't want to just... I guess I don't want to talk about that for the whole episode and be like, here's why I'm not playing this game anymore. Because I am having fun with this game. It's especially once I decided to switch my guns and actually found a build that works for me. Like, this is a blast. I love the fire cannon. Let's get the power shot. And I hope to see more of this game in the future. I've talked before, in previous episodes, about how this and Vampire Survivors are, like, pretty inspiring to me, because I had an idea very similar to this, to these two games, like 7 years ago or something like that, and I didn't pursue it. I didn't think it was... This makes it sound like I'm insulting the game. I guarantee you I'm not. I didn't think that the ideas were deep enough that they would pull people in. I thought people would be like, this is just too simple. It needs more than this, so I just didn't continue pursuing it, among other reasons. And then there's the whole... and we talked about this recently a lot, too, because we did the episode of the First 30 with X Zodiac, and I did a quick stream of it just to... because I was having a good time with it, and I kind of wanted to just show it off a little bit. And, yeah, it's like the Fireball, finally. And that game is also, like, I don't know how this game stacks up to that, but that game is, like, just made by a guy. And I think Vampire Survivors is basically just made by a guy as well, and I don't mean that to be a negativity. I mean that to be, like, I'm just a guy, is kind of the thing. So I find it inspiring to see just a guy be like, I'm just gonna make a video game and see it succeed. It's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the healing. I think that's a lot of why I enjoy playing the games, aside from the fact that they're, like, just kind of addictive. Especially once you crack the code and you start, like, actually winning. And I guess if you like watching this type of game, I will probably continue to visit Vampire Survivors as that gets updates, so hopefully you'll check those out. I'm bad. I hate this. Get me the hell out of here. He died outside the barrier. You hate to see it. Let's take the reload. Yeah, we'll take the reload. Oh, right, I took the thing that gives me, like, healing every 5 levels or something like that. It's pretty pog. Healing's very, very valuable to me in games like this, and I'm sure that's obvious already, but... It's gotta be a Tome of Elements, baby! I actually remembered to go back and get it this time. Didn't that happen in, like, the last episode, where I just, like, forgot to go back and get it, since they died outside of the barrier? And then I, like, beat the next boss and got their tome, and I was like, oh, I forgot to do that. What the fuck is wrong with me? The burn damage. I like this plan. Okay, sniper sounds good. Recharge sounds good. The other one's not so much. Let's take recharge. More of a pickup range means we're leveling up faster. Seems good. You know what? I'm gonna take that excitement. Now I'm starting to focus because the horde's getting kind of big. Reload rate, max ammo. Love it. But another large part of, and I'm back on the topic of, here's why I'm not playing this game anymore. Another large part of it is, like, it is currently, like, the middle of July. I have so much video content made that it's gonna last me until the end of August. Like, through the end of August. So, and it's kind of all 2 games, which is kind of unfortunate. It's, well, like, half of it is, probably more than half of it, probably like 2/3 of it, is Mini Motorways and Autonauts. I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what I could do to potentially make those... I'm actually gonna go with this one. Find a way to air those faster, because I think Autonauts only, like, episode 2 has aired so far, and I've recorded, like, 24 episodes now. Honestly, even 5 episodes a week feels like it's not going fast enough. I thought I did not take Sniper yet. Let's do that. But I'm kind of looking to maybe make some smaller series that can just be kind of like, maybe like 4 to 8 episodes. So it'll be a thing for a month, and then it's like, we're gonna kind of move on after that. I'm gonna take Double Shot. You might be thinking, that's insane. Your bullets are dealing less damage now, why would you do this? Doesn't matter, my bullet damage is ass. That's kind of the thing. Watch and learn, I think. All my damage is through burn, so double projectiles means double chance to get fire up, basically. It's probably not exactly double, it's probably a little less than double. Because there's a chance that those two projectiles are going to hit the same target, but whatever. I'm going to take fan fire. No, split fire. The broom-shaped swath is almost upon us. Yeah, I'd like to visit some of the other roguelikes that we played on the first 30, like Going Under, for example, and do like 8 episodes of that. Maybe try and beat it. At this point in time, it hasn't aired yet, but the pseudo finale episode of season finale episode of the first 30 was Atomic Crops, and I had fun with that too. I'd also like to maybe do a quick playthrough of that. I think it's okay to say that because pretty sure it will have aired by the time this airs. It's kind of tricky, because I guess what it comes down to is I don't really need to record new episodes of anything for a while. And I guess that's another reason why I wanted to get the finale, a pseudo-finale done for this, because I don't need to be playing it to make new episodes, but I didn't want to immediately stop again when I was like, hey, we'll be back with more soon, keep an eye out. Wanted to at least be, like, transparent about it, you know? So I figured we'd go out with a bang. We'll grab a new character. One with less health, so it'll be a little bit more high risk. I'm bad. Ooh, I got very lucky. That bullet despawned, like, right before I ran into it. Yeah, I was thinking, as X Zodiac gets updates, I'd like to maybe do videos of that. A randomizer recently came out for Mega Man 7 and I really like that. And I was kind of thinking about maybe doing, like, a video series with that. I hate this. I hate all of this. This is really bad. I was thinking about getting the Fire Emblem Three Houses DLC finally and playing through that. There's a lot of potential video series. And I guess at the moment, now that I've gotten the video production in full force, I want to get it more focused, so that I'm not recording episodes 2 months in advance. And they're not as spaced out when they, Maybe that's a poll I should put up and ask people, like, would you prefer it be, like, if it's 5 episodes a week, would you prefer that be, like, 3 to 4 different games, or should it be all one game until that playthrough is done, and then just move on to the next playthrough? I always tend to think that variety is better, but maybe it isn't. Especially when we're looking at, like, say, Mini Motorways lasting until the end of August. I also picked up Mini Metro, the game's predecessor, and I'd like to play that, but I don't need to play it right now, as far as video content goes. Let's take the shield. Don't need the heal, but we're gonna grab it. Alright, this is the part where I think it's safer to just stay in the middle. I think trying to squeeze between them to run away is actually, like, a bad idea. I think we just want to keep just mowing them down. as we're getting heals and our flames are getting bigger and bigger. It's only a matter of time until the flame graphic stops loading, unless they fixed that. That'd be nice. There's been a couple of updates since I played last, so maybe they've updated it and fixed that. Maybe it's not a thing that needs fixing. Maybe it's intentional. Reload rate and move speed. I don't really like any of these videos. I'm gonna take the shield, I guess. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Usually I would turn a little bit more away from the microphone, but I went to do that, and that's where the cat's laying in the middle of the floor. So I didn't want to do it in her direction. So that may have been a little bit louder than I usually like to make it. There's the lack of sprites. You love to see it. I think we're sitting pretty. There's still some upgrades that I would like to get, but I think we're in pretty good shape here. I think we've got a win under our belts. I'm perhaps jinxing it, but if it starts to get that difficult and I have to try that hard, I can't say that that's a bad thing. Let's get the vision range. That could be fun when we get it to the point where it starts applying fire. Why not? But yeah, I guess what I'm looking for with this game is like a major update. Right now, like I said, they're doing updates, but they're small updates. They're new characters, they're new weapons, and it's like that's good, but I think I need something where it's like we added 32 new talents or something like that. We added more bosses, so that's random now. That's the sort of thing that's gonna make me say like, oh man, we need to go back and play more of this. I think I'm gonna take rubber bullets. So now fire is bouncing. I don't know how that works, but it sounds cool. I'm just gonna try and melt this motherfucker. Oh, I'm bad. What do I usually take for the second one? Not the Tome of Power. I don't really like the move speed either. And I don't love the sound of the bullet bouncing. I'm just gonna not take one. Don't at me. And again, the upside is like, this is not the finale episode. I'm just kind of preparing you for what's to come. And again, like, by the time you even watch this, there might already be, like, a bunch more episodes due to a big update. But my current plan is to, again, unlock this other character. Realistically, we can fit, like, 2 runs in one episode. So you're probably going to have, like, another 5 runs after this, at least. I'm actually going to take the movement speed. I slow. And we're going to try and blow up the Mutalisk. Mutalisk? That's a Hydralisk. No. Hydralisk is the one on the ground. That's a Mutalisk. Yeah, don't question my StarCraft knowledge. That. And again, going back on the idea of these games being very inspirational, I like how now that I've gotten the groove of this game, it has such a different feeling than Vampire Survivors does. They're very similar, but they're very fun in very different ways. Because this one takes a lot more effort, whereas sometimes, I think, honestly, breaking Vampire Survivors is part of the fun. And being able to be like, I'm so powerful I can just stand still and wait for enemies to walk into me and die. And that's, like, part of the fun, I think. I was thinking about that a little bit, because I started thinking that maybe for the next Vampire Survivors episodes, maybe I should start... Plus an additional 10 damage. I don't hate the sound of that. I mean, but it's bullet damage. Who gives a fuck? I'm actually gonna take Siege. Fuck it. I started thinking about investing in Curse for future Vampire Survivors episodes, so that it's a little bit more challenging. Worrying that people might be like, this is boring, it's too easy. But, like, I think that's part of the fun. Is just being so powerful that you can just stand there. Like, kind of like I'm doing now. There's so many experience dots on the map, though, that it's lagging, so I'm gonna do something about that. I'll take the shield, I guess. Am I still looking for at this point? I'm pretty sure there's a couple of upgrades that I still want that I haven't seen. But, it's kind of fine. It doesn't particularly matter. I'll take the health. Fuck it. We've definitely come a long way from, that guy that was getting pretty salty and was about ready to stop playing the game entirely because he couldn't get a win. Remember that guy? I do. I wouldn't say I'm proud of him. Not exactly happy that I can remember it, but we grew past it, so I guess I should be proud of that. I didn't quit. I was pretty close to it. I was pretty salty and pretty, even bordering on ragey, but I didn't give up. I should be proud of that. More people should be proud of that. Don't give up. Persevere. Improve. Try new things. That was kind of what happened for me. I wouldn't even necessarily say that I got better. It's that I picked up I tried a different weapon and it kind of just clicked for me. That's why I'm always very, well, back in the day, when I cared a little bit more about Smash Brothers before the community ruined it for me, but this could be said about any fighting game, is I tend to look down on people that just pick the top tier characters, because they're like, I want to be competitive, I'm just going to pick the top tier character, and it's like, okay, to a point I get that, but on the other hand, what if there's another character that you're just gonna be like, it just speaks to you, and you're a total fucking god with it? You might even change the meta, you might be so good with it. And a lot of people don't try. They're just like, nah, I'm just gonna play Joker. Like everybody else. I'm just gonna blend in and be the same as everybody else. And it's like, man, try and stand out. It's the fun in being the same as everybody else. Be different. I don't know. Anyway, that's unrelated. Bless you, kitty. That was well timed. I don't know if they could hear that. I don't know if that was your goal, to be heard. Alright, we're gonna unlock Scarlet. On every third shot, throw out a wave of fire that burns enemies for 3 damage per second. Sounds like a plan. And then what can we do with runes? I'm gonna just grab another level of this so we get more experience. I love it. And that only took about 30 minutes. I know it's called 20 minutes till dawn, but, you know, when you add in all the menuing, it adds up a little bit. So, let's go. So we can just jump right in on Darkness 4. Let's just do that. Fuck it. I was kind of wondering if they were going to make me start from the beginning with each character and be like, okay, now you gotta start from Darkness 0 again. Oh. I feel very underwhelming now. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the lightning. I feel like with this gun, that's a good early ability to take, because it has a pretty fast fire rate. Look at that, there's just lightning everywhere. I think that's just a good way to start things off. I'm gonna take the rapid fire. And who knows, maybe if this keeps going as smoothly as it now is, maybe I'll keep playing until we do every darkness level? Well, maybe. I'm not gonna make any promises, but we're already on darkness 4. I said that we're gonna have, like, 5 more runs, including this one. There's a good chance we're gonna be, like, all the way there anyway, so maybe. You never know. I don't like these options. I guess bouncing bullets? No, let's take the health. I think that's gonna be a pretty good take, since I have less health now. I have to be able to survive until I get all of my crazy regen. I should probably take the shield sooner rather than later, too, if I can. Double shot? Does that also double my... It does not double the birds. Wait, does it? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. I don't think it doubles it, but it technically doubles... Every shot counts as 2 shots that I'm taking. So on the first shot, 2 shots are shot. On the second shot, 2 more are shot, and therefore 3 have been shot, so a wave fires. And then on the third shot, 2 more, which makes for a total of 6, which makes another wave fire. That seems really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take... Let's take the reload rate, actually. This thing does reload pretty slow. Fanfire seems good to me. I'm bad. Oh my god, I'm bad. Ooh, I don't know if I want Fusillade this early, but sure, let's do it. This isn't looking good. It's gonna have to be Holy Shield. I need the protection. I'm taking a lot of stupid hits. Magnet. Divine Wrath could be good. I'm gonna go with shoot an additional bullet behind me. Now, does that make the wave fire every shot? No. That'd be kind of crazy. It should technically already be firing on every shot. It must have an upper limit of how fast you can have it fire. I guess I'll take the movement speed. Alright, what are her special things like? Burn lasts twice as long. That sounds pretty epic. I like it. Bullet speed. And reduced spread. Yeah. Hell, I honestly might keep playing this off stream a little bit, or off camera. It's a fun game. I think we want sniper. I think that sounds about right. You son of a bitch. Okay, that's fine. Tome of Elements. Take that. Could lose my shield, so that maybe wasn't the best idea, but healing's already coming in pretty clutch. That's just from, like, passive traits. This is looking a little nasty. Okay, we want the energized one, I think. Questioning that. I think maybe the reload speed would have been smarter, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Electromastery seems smart. No, we're gonna go with a reload rate. This might be a mistake, because now it might be a while before we see Electromastery again, but... I'm gonna take Assassin. doesn't kind of give some of our bullet speed or bullet power back. So our bullets aren't hitting for shit, but now if we hit something at low health, they just die. I guess bouncing? That juke. Sorry, I'm really bad at dodging, so, like, if I get even, like, a decent dodge, I'm like, yo, I'm the best. Fire Emblem Warriors has been the same way, where, like, every hour, I get, like, a perfect dodge, and I'm like, I'm the best to ever do it. I want a fire rate. I think. Okay, we need to get the burn heal. I think is the thing. How did I get out of that unscathed? Burn damage. Electric mastery. Electro mastery, sorry. Pickup range. Fire healing. Soothing warmth, is that what it said? I wish I could say that about, you know, the summer we're having. There's nothing soothing about this. Power shot. I hate this minute. Minute 9 is when it's like, there's just not a lot of enemies to kill. You take gun mastery. That sounds awesome. I love it. Start to feel like I have to like chase things to find kills. This is a little better. Can't believe I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, more enemies. This is better. Hate it. Get out the way. Oh, Splinter. I hate it. This is awful. Yeah, I know. You said more enemies was better. Shut up. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's one of these. Gain 10% fire rate every time she inflicts burn? Oh, it resets on reload. God damn, that was almost the most ridiculous thing I'd ever read. Whew, that would have been something. Oh my god. Holy hell. I mean, it's still something. Don't get me wrong. Holy fuck. The swath is something else. Let's take the fucking dragon. I don't like any of those other options, so fuck it. Oh my god. This is chaos. I need the doubled ammo capacity. I don't remember where you get it, but it's important to me. This is effectively, like... I was gonna say a 3-round burst, and that's, like, obviously incorrect, because it's, like, a 16-round... Yeah, it's a 16-round burst. Yeah, there you go. Yeah! Yeah, that sounds fun. Slightly. This is fun. I could get even... Oh, that's reload rate. That actually sounds pretty good. I'm reloading a lot. That might actually be a really good idea. Let's try it. It's not as potent as I was expecting, but I think it'll still help. This is a very satisfying fire swath. Shoutouts to Pensive Scarlet, this is for you. In multiple ways. Yeah, I think we want that. Bullet speed is also very appealing, though. We're gonna get bullet speed instead. Increases our fire swath. I think we're back in the game here. I was worried for a second, but... Motherfucker. You motherfucker. I don't have Tome of Elements yet? Didn't I get it on the first one? Did I accidentally pick the wrong one? I got 2 of them? I didn't know you could do that! What? I did not know that was possible. Glare, I guess. Got a very severe lack of dragon upgrades in those 3 minutes, but it's fine, I guess. The Mutalisk is upon us. Burn, motherfucker, burn. You think I'm afraid of you? Don't you know who I am or what I've been through? I don't know what I'm saying. What a bitch. Oh my god. Okay. My bullet damage has gotta be just pathetic. But we're just burning the world down, so who cares? Do I want to take that? Yeah, I think I should. At this point in the run, the dragon's not gonna have enough time to grow to a point where it's just ridiculous. He's just kind of here for the ride. We'll take it if we have nothing else to take. Glare. Ooh. Yes, I think Reaper rounds is what we want. This is even more destructive than Diamond was, which is kind of what I expected, but... We don't have Fireball yet! Excuse me? Yeah, how does this happen? It's about to get crazier, because now we can get the burning electricity explosion synergy. Right there it is. You love to see it. I think we're golden. Run success. There's a part of me that thinks, honestly, that maybe this should be the finale episode, because this run was already pretty good. And, I guess I was planning on 12 episodes because I thought it was going to take me multiple runs to, like, kind of figure out what I was doing with this character. And that kind of wound up not being the case. Maybe I should just happily leave it at this. I'd feel bad because I've been promising for the past, like, 45 minutes that this isn't the finale, I promise. But you know what? If you find a good opportunity to end it, maybe you should just take it. And again, it's nothing against the game, because I'm having a great time. This is so satisfying, just watching this swath of destruction. Run speed. walk speed, whatever it's called. But you know, sometimes games just have to be dropped so that other things can be done. You can't just play, well, some people can just play the same game over and over and over again for like 5 years. I can't, is kind of what it comes down to. Variety is a bit of a curse sometimes. I've been talking about that a lot lately, about how, like, when Sonic Origins came out, the Sonic Origins streams were going pretty well. I was having a good time. The view count was pretty good. But I can't, like... I've done all there is to do already. Sonic 3 is, like, my favorite game of all time. Easily. But I can't just sit there and play it over and over and over and over and over ad nauseum. Like, I can't do it. I'll get bored eventually. I have to find, like, reasons to play it. Which is why I was like, hey, let's do a Knuckles marathon, where we'll play through Sonic 1, 2, and 3 with Knuckles, because I've never played Sonic 1 with Knuckles, and I've never beaten Sonic 2 with Knuckles. So let's do that. And now I'm thinking about doing a Tails one as well, just for funsies, really. Never played Sonic 1 with Tails. I don't think I've ever beaten it with Tails. Oh, look at that, we're out of time. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. This game's easy. So it's kind of funny that the one guy I watched that plays a lot of this game, Northern Lion, had the same thing where, like, he was still kind of struggling to get a win, and he had a friend telling him, like, man, the game's just, like, easy. Like, I'm kind of bored of it. And I guess when you find the right build that, like, really works for you, yeah, it starts to get a little on the easy side, I'm not gonna lie. Like, now, since we got our first win with Diamond and this gun, I think we've lost, like, once. For the most part, they've just been winning runs. Which maybe starts to get a little boring? I don't know. I think that's why I'm thinking that this will be a temporary finale. There's 15 darkness levels, and we're only up to level 5. So there's still plenty of room to grow. There's still plenty of stuff to unlock. I haven't even finished with the runes yet. There's plenty to do, but, like, games like this tend to see a lot of updates over time, right? So the way I'm looking at it is, I'm leaving content for when I come back to it. Does that make sense? I mean, I never tried to say that I'm going to stop playing because I'm out of content, because that's just not true. Aside from the fact that, like I said earlier, the runs are kind of, they all feel the same. They're the same bosses, the same enemy waves. So, that's something I'd like to see changed, I think, to feel like I'm going on a different run and having more variables than just picking up the right abilities that make the build that I like work. Having a good time, but I also think it just makes sense to drop it for now. Like I said, I was going to hold out and do, like, up to episode 12, just to kind of say... I figured that I wasn't going to win my first run with Scarlet. I thought I was going to have to kind of adapt due to having the lower health. And that kind of wound up not being the case. I don't think I can really fill 2 more episodes with interesting commentary, I guess is maybe what I'm worried about. It's just going to be kind of that run you just watched. It's just going to be, it would be like 4 of those stretched across 2 hours. I can just wait. I can just wait for some updates and then come back to it. But I did have a great time. I'm glad that I persevered, because we did hit that point around, like, what, episode 5 or something, where I was like, I don't think I can do this. And I almost just dropped the game entirely, but I'm glad that I persevered, because I wound up having a great time. And I will definitely look for an opportunity, an excuse to come back and play it some more. I think just a strong update with strong new functionality / mechanics will be all that I really need. If I just see that, like, we added a boss to the end or something, to the end of every run or something, or we randomized there's more stages, stuff like that will be enough to bring me back. It's not going to take much. Unfortunately, I don't think weapons and characters are going to be it. And I think that's because I hated the revolver so much that I'm not particularly interested in trying out other weapons. Now that I've found one that works, I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to stick with this. But as I said, I'll look for excuses to come back, because I had a good time. I'm definitely not dropping it due to a lack of good timing. It's that, like, that's not the case at all. So it'll be easy to bring me back. And with the way Steam works, it's very easy to pop Steam up and be like, oh look, there was an update for this. Let's see what that was about. So we'll definitely be back. So thank you for watching for not only this episode, but the entire playthrough so far. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps out a lot. And keep an eye out for future episodes, because while I'm not planning on making some right now, I am going to be looking for an excuse to come back to play more. So I don't think this is the end for forever. This is a temporary finale kind of deal. If I need it, might be a case of if I find myself needing content, like I actually run out of videos and I'm like, man, I just need something that I can play real quick and make like 4 episodes. Maybe I'll even come back to it for that. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, thank you again for watching, and I will see you all again in the future, I hope.